Hey, brothers and sisters. Today is November 18th, 2021. I just wanted to share a dream that I had back in 2017, right after my son Skylar was diagnosed with leukodystrophy. And I'm sharing it because it's like the Lord told me how things would play out in my own life before Jesus came for us. And based on how my son is doing right now, I know that Jesus is coming any moment because he told me he would come just in time, right after Skylar was diagnosed. So I know that's connected to my son and how he's doing. So just want to reshare this.
Hello everyone, it's February 10th, 2018, and I just wanted to go over a dream that I had last January of 2017. I've done a video on it a while ago, but I just wanted to go over it again. Basically what was going on, excuse me, in January was our little boy. He was diagnosed then with leukodystrophy, which is like MS, but more progressive. And I was in a horrible state of mind, and every possible fear you could think of was enveloping me. And I had a dream one night that was, I believe, very prophetic and from God. And basically, I'm just going to go over the dream again now. So, in this dream, I was looking for my husband and my son, and I couldn't find them. And I came across this long, kind of rectangular red house. It was really, really shiny and glossy, and it had 3 doors. And I couldn't figure out how to get the doors open because they were very flush with the house, but I finally managed to get one of the doors open. I went inside the house, and it was really peaceful and quiet, but nobody was there. So then all of a sudden, instantly, I was inside of a hospital, and there was this doctor standing in front of me. And I was asking him all these questions, like, how are you going to help my son? And where is he? And where's my husband? And it was just a lot of, like, the things that I was feeling in my conscious life, basically. And this doctor was pretty much like just ignoring me and not even really looking at me. And then I noticed all these people were coming in on like gurneys and stretchers, and I didn't see like any blood or, anything like that on them, but I just knew that something major had happened. And this doctor was just overwhelmed, and this hospital was just so full of people on stretchers everywhere, and you could barely really walk in the hospital. But it wasn't shocking to me to see this. I was just trying to keep talking to this doctor. Well, like I said, he was just tuning me out, ignoring me, and seemed like really overwhelmed by what was going on in the hospital, all these people coming in on stretchers, and he just ended up just walking away from me. So I was just like, in the dream, I was just like, oh, great, and I just had this feeling of helplessness like I did, in reality. And I went into this kind of little room and sat down on this chair feeling just absolutely helpless and not knowing where my son was or my husband, and just feeling just helpless. And so I'm sitting in this chair, and I noticed this light, like a little white ball of light on this wall, this white wall in front of me. And it started slowly moving up this wall while I was following it with my eyes. And it got bigger and bigger as it went up the wall. And then all of a sudden it turned into like a huge rainbow-colored cross. And I heard God's voice say, don't pay attention to anything you see going on around you. Just look at me. And then instantly I was back inside of that red house without going through the doors or anything. I was just instantly inside of it. And I was led I didn't see anyone or hear anything, but I knew I was led by the Holy Spirit to this huge basket of seeds. It was a wicker basket with a handle. It was dark brown, and it had so many pods of seeds in it. And when I saw this, I was so excited and so full of joy and peace, and like it wasn't something that I believe is possible to be that happy on earth. It was just very intense joy and a sense of purpose and destiny. And it took me, a long time to even kind of understood what that meant, but I woke up with absolute peace the day before that was so impossible. So, anyway, so I just wanted to share that again. And basically, I wanted to talk about how the past 2 weeks I've been feeling like I was in that dream in the hospital because our son hasn't been doing very well. His walking and his balance has progressively gotten worse. And it seems like the Holy Spirit is very strongly reminding me of how the cross appeared on the wall next. Because, everything I was feeling in that hospital is what I've been feeling again the past few weeks. So the Holy Spirit's been reminding me of the cross on the wall, how that happened next in the dream. And
More like the past 5 years.
he told me to not pay attention to anything I see going on around me, but to just look at him. And then I was instantly inside that red house with the 3 doors, full of peace, love, and joy, and was led to that basket overflowing with seeds. And I couldn't wait to plant them. Well, I really feel like the Holy Spirit is telling me that now is that time. And I also feel like the people I saw coming into the hospital on gurneys everywhere could maybe represent what's happening now in the world too. And specifically speaking about this flu that's going all over the place in the US, and it's just
COVID-19.
It's killing people. They actually have triages set up outside of hospitals. People are dying. It's really bad. So the hospitals are just overloaded, with people with this flu. So maybe that's maybe what God was showing me in the dream. So, I'm not sure, but it's interesting to me because the Holy Spirit kind of put in my remembrance how the people weren't like bloodied up or anything. They just looked really, really sick and weak and everything. So, I don't know. But, so I just wanted to share that again and see what you all think. And
so I've been in the waiting room for 5 years in the hospital, waiting for the rainbow cross to appear. That's Jesus. And he's coming. And he's coming really, really soon. And based upon how my son is doing right now, I really feel like it's going to be any moment now. Do I know for sure when? No. I just know he's coming any moment now. So we can't pay attention to anything that we see going on around us. We have to just look at him. Because he is about to appear and take us to be where he is forever. And we will be filled with joy forever. I love you guys. See you soon.